instant diss. Like,
And
first
by the
time
way,
here.
that camp has a lot to learn for all levels.
Yeah,
So-
it definitely does. Like, you know what, Dota is a game in which you can learn from anyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, you have some 3K, 4K friends. They have some stuff that they innovate with, like some new item builds, and you flame them for that. You tell them, like, what are you doing? Like, what is that build? Like, who buys poor man's shield on offlane, you know, or something like that? And then a year after, everyone is doing it, you know?
Yeah.
True story.
It's a true story. Everything is developed in pubs first.
Yeah, and poor man's shield is that now. Such as just the same as this little guy, Wisp.
Yeah, Wisp.
We gave him a little shrine.
He's got candles and everything. Actually, Lizard was not about... Lizard was so happy to see IO.
Listen,
Moved.
I'm a Wisp player, but that hero is broken. Right now, why did they buff Wisp? Like, it makes no sense. This morning, 7 a.m., Vaga writes to me, what's happening? What's with this Wisp? I lost 7 games to Wisp.
Oh, yeah. Well, it won't be happening in CM, at least, obviously. It's all been banned out.
Which is Dire and which is Radiant. Oh, I see green and red on them. Oh, okay, I'm dumb.
So this is the Southeast Asian
This is the
qualifiers for the major. They have been underway for a few hours now, but we're going to hop in, and this is the losers match of Group A. So the loser of this series will still get a chance because everybody gets seeded into the playoffs. They'll just have to play for the lower bracket. Winner of this, I believe, will go up. No, actually, no. Wait, the winner of this.
Winner of this is in the... Well, has another chance to make it to the upper bracket. Basically, the way the groups are working for the Southeast Asian region is that both groups are a double elimination bracket, of which the top 2 teams make it to the upper bracket, and the lower 2 teams don't get knocked out, but have to go to the lower bracket. So we already know that for both Group A and Group B, which, by the way, they're both called Group A here. That's silly.
Oh, there.
Fnatic and Mineski are already in the upper bracket. So that is great for them. And TNC Predator and Barracks, respectively, in each groups, are still waiting in the decider match. And one of the teams that we're going to see now, Detonator or Lotac, is going to go up against TNC to decide which of those 2 teams will make it to the upper bracket. Yes, that's it. So this is a decider match of Group A, first round lower bracket. You know, and it's actually, I actually have high hopes for Lotac.
Really?
Because I saw a couple of names in there. I saw Raven in there, I saw Scamberloo, Yamate. Those are big names.
But with Lotac, like, they had some of these names last time round. I think it was like before TI. Oh, it was the last time we did the qualifiers here, and they had these big names.
Yeah.
They didn't perform. Like, but obviously, it's been a while since then. It's been a while since I saw them last, so I'm expecting improvements.
Yeah.
But
It's
even though they had
the
sort of the big names, it wasn't working.
It isn't always about the names, right? Sometimes these young players, they bring the fire. They just want to win more. They do. So it's not always just about the players.
No.
What about this Tusk, by the way?
Hey, what's happening?
Great, isn't it?
But Tusk is in the same team as Grimstroke. I think you're being already biased, Lizard.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Wait.
Tusk is on the Radiant side.
He didn't expect it to be with the Grimstroke.
All right.
So this is so who are you playing? You're playing the Grimstroke as the 5, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, there we go. I'm new to the board.
It's all good. Also, I would have personally thought that Tusk was probably going to go on the offlane.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's going to be moving around.
It's going to be moving around.
It depends on what they're going to get on the decided low track ways.
I actually really like Tusk Grimstroke offlane.
I think it's like Tusk 4 and the Grimstroke 5.
Yeah, Grimstroke,
And then you get like an offlaner to combo with the Tusk and the safe laner to combo with Grimstroke. But honestly, you know, these teams are drafting like the patch didn't happen. Like,
no, this is
Jug is banned, right? Yeah, of course, Jug is banned.
Even Slark's banned.
Yeah.
And he got pretty damn nerfed, you know.
He got dumpstered.
Yeah, and he's still getting banned here. Maybe these guys didn't read the patch. I don't know. It happens, right? You
they had 2 days.
If you're just playing Dota, you might not even notice the update.
I mean, yeah, it's been 2 days. That's the thing. It's like...
Why would you ban Slark? Is Slark still good? Slark's not still good, is he? No pounce damage. How does he do anything early on?
There's a player that plays Slark a lot. That's why they banned it. That's it. Nothing more.
But does he play it a lot anymore? That's the question. I mean,
The pounce is awful, obviously.
Because with that hero,
But it's
right,
still a leash.
It is still a leash. Like the leash mechanic is
Leash is
obviously
broken.
I mean, that was a huge buff. Yeah, back when they changed that for Slark, of course. But now the fact that you don't have that extra burst damage, it's you sort of get to that point where you have the Shadow Blade and you want to go and find a pick off. You're not going to get it on your own now. Even if it's like a squishier support, there's going to be time for reactions to come in. You have to be making it with an extra +1. So it's just a little harder to
That's
get.
you.
Snowballing out.
That's me again.
Yeah,
All right.
this is great actually. I thought I was gonna have to get up most because I've got most heroes because I got A to Q, no A to P rather.
I mean,
And he's got the rest.
but the lizard.
I've got it.
Lizard.
So this is going to be it's going to be what the
Where
offlane
is he?
span. It's
Is
the
he-
off.
The red bar stands for Dire.
Dire? All right.
Yes.
All right. I'm learning new things.
It's okay.
Do you like this though, Lizard,
5
having
seconds
Lich
remaining.
and Rubik as your two supports?
No.
No.
No, not really. Like position 4 Rubik and position 5.
How do we know that that's not a Rubik mid?
We don't actually. I would rather see
Okay.
mid.
I
And
mean,
honestly,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
one thing though.
Okay.
Like Rubik versus Grimstroke is amazing because you steal his first spell.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Stroke of Fate?
Stroke of Fate. Yeah. So you steal Stroke of Fate. You have 0 cast time, and you
10
take the
seconds
you take
remaining.
Atrolance, which you usually buy on Rubik, plus
Just shoot it at a mark.
5
yeah, and
seconds
plus
remaining.
125
Yeah.
cast range. It's ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, that does sound good. What level do you get the cast range at? It's 15?
I think it's 15, yeah. On level 10 you get 60 damage or 200 HP.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, Troll, alright.
Dire
So
team
Troll,
back.
Seeker, oh, they got the OD. That's yeah. Ice Frog, let's nerf him by reducing the Sanity's Eclipse multiplier by 1. That'll do it. No, it won't. No, it really won't.
No,
this
it
this
won't.
hero is still broken, isn't
Yeah,
it? I mean,
he's very strong.
Those are
Yeah.
yours, by the way.
Alright.
This is gonna take some getting used to. I realize this because you also have to continue thinking about the draft
10
while doing so,
seconds
which I still haven't
So
gotten
Troll
down.
is my boy next to Rubik. There is it dire.
5
It's the red
seconds
dot,
remaining.
right?
It's the red. Yep, you're
He's
right.
on the-
You're good.
he's on light.
OD is on the Radiant side. So what about Troll makes him?
Is OD
Makes him good.
mine?
And Troll just got buffed. Well, I guess he.
The
Well,
talents got changed.
yeah, but I don't even know. I don't think they're both the talents that you would have got anyway.
Oh,
Maybe
it's yours,
they're
no?
available now. Oh, where's the Troll?
Troll is the T.
Troll, alright.
He's
Troll
down.
is
No,
mine.
he must be
No,
over
that's
there.
that comes after the Q.
No, Troll is mine. Troll is
You
mine.
got him. He should be over there.
Didn't I?
Let's-
I put the Troll already.
already
Are you
done-
trolling me? Is
No, the
that- is that
OD.
what's
The
up?
OD.
But OD?
Yeah.
Storm?
Oh wait, that's me.
Radiant
That's
team
you.
back.
She's doing this on purpose, I swear. She's doing this on purpose, just to mess with me.
OD's in the
Dude,
mid.
CK got some sweet buffs, right? Like, if you're playing carry CK, well, you max the passive, right? With the new buffs.
I mean,
oh,
You get that the cooldown was reduced as well to,
Yeah, so
to
it's 4
4, right?
second
4
every
seconds
level.
at all time.
But at least
I
the
think
1
that's
point.
pretty strong, yeah.
yeah. And
10
the
seconds
damage
remaining.
and of course the life. Oh, so the life still got reduced at the early levels. So
5
I wonder how
seconds
he's gonna do
remaining.
versus Troll though. Like you still have Whirling Axes, right?
yeah.
It's gonna deal with like the illusions aren't gonna hit that hard, but and you have the ultimates on Troll, so.
And you've
shouldn't
even got the buffed evasion talent that
Yeah.
you could now take if you troll against the CK's army if
Yeah.
you do want to in this game. But I'm still feeling, yeah, they've got the OD, they've got the. I'm so far I'm liking what Detonator's got a little bit better here. Even though I still do believe that Lich is unbelievably broken in the laning stage.
That's
He's just,
like Lich got nerfed actually. Lich
he
got
did.
super nerfed.
So was the Frost
Yeah.
Shield.
It's the Frost Shield. It's not a small
Yeah.
nerf. On level 1, that means a lot. Basically, you're
Yeah.
not the same lane dominator you were like.
I mean, but
Actually,
it
no.
needed that because before, like Frost Shield was pretty much a guaranteed first blood
That
every
was so
time.
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just-
Any offlane you pick, you go to a lane, you're
Yeah.
versus
10
Lich and Jug.
seconds remaining.
What
Fun times.
fun time.
Like you
yeah.
can't put a dent in them. They're just
Exactly. What do you do there? Like
remaining.
it's not possible. You go with the Tusk and Tiny and they
But
still win.
I would say that still Lich is still decent. I mean, sure you don't have the level 1 potential of First Blood anymore, but the rest is still pretty good.
Yeah.
And even though
Well, yeah,
you know he's
he's still. I think
he's still good.
I mean, for me, it was the slow. Obviously, was nice.
Yeah.
But it's still the duration, like the level, the fact that the duration. It's the same, isn't it? All levels. It's,
Weren't they forced into this pick? Because Greenstroke was first picked, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
But you didn't ban Lich. And then you're thinking, we either pick Lich now with Sven, or they pick Lich in the first phase as well. So it's kind of that too. I think Lich got nerfed quite hard. The hero is still alright, but Not nearly as good as a Petrago.
Okay.
Definitely. That's how I feel about it, at least.
You feel like we may see a patch where it sort of slips away from being the first pick material?
Yeah,
You think
exactly.
there's just other stuff
I mean,
that's
it wasn't
stronger
it wasn't banned and it wasn't picked instantly either.
No.
They could have picked it instead of Grimstroke too. It's,
This is also a best of 3, by the way.
Ah,
Oh,
right, he got some
proper.
buffs, didn't he? Oh wow, he got the. I like that one of the changes that was. I feel like shows that Ice Frog's still alive because it's like one of those smart little changes. You know, the fact that his sprout trees now provide the double
with
regen. So if you get ganked by a sprout, it can sort of work both ways. Like sure, if you're sort of planning to gank and get the kill, you'll probably still get the kill. But if you didn't quite do the maths and it lasts a little too long, then suddenly you're giving the enemy a buff. He's going to get that double duration of the regen from the tango. So it's a nice little payoff. And Puck, he's back. We're seeing a lot more of him recently.
I actually like Lotac's draft a bit better right now, to be honest.
So it's Rubik mid, yeah?
No, it should be
No,
Puck
no, it'd be
versus...
Puck.
Oh, is it not Puck offlane? I thought Puck
It'd be
maybe
Sven offlane.
I think it's going to be Sven offlane,
Sven
Rubik
offlane.
and Lich supports, Troll safe lane, and Puck versus OD. Basically because you want to play Puck versus OD as he just dumpsters that lane most of the time. And OD definitely needs some help on that lane.
I mean, and the Puck's perfect as well, because when you see like the Prophet, like what's the Prophet going to do about a Puck?
Yep.
It's like, it's useless. You know?
I mean, Prophet isn't that great versus Troll either, in my opinion. So there's that. And overall, the only thing that I dislike about Lotac right now is the fact that their supports aren't really that great, in my opinion.
No,
like
Lich and Rubik
yeah,
is-
it's not something that I really like. Look at Grimstroke and Tusk, like they do so much more, but at the same time, it's about how you position your lanes and how you play, so it can go either way.
Predictions time. We have a very nice blackboard next to Lizard.
We do.
And we're gonna keep tally on who's got it right and all that over the course of the next 6 days. So since I'm the one asking, you guys have to answer first.
I'll go with Lotac. I'll go with the draft, basically. That's
Yeah,
it.
I think I'll go with Lotac as well. I like the Puck pick, and I think Lich is still pretty strong. I think it's going to do a lot to stop sort of the Tusk and Grimstroke getting those early kills and lanes.
I believe in the Troll as well. That's also Lotac, right?
Okay,
That's
so all
dire.
going Lotac.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You
Because
copycats.
Aye.
That's all you're doing.
Because they've got who is it? Because
For the first game, I'm gonna see how you guys' predictions are. You know,
yeah.
see if you guys are a little right, and I'll
Fill it out a bit.
Yeah,
And
I'll see if I have to go against you or not. I'm also going Lotac then. 3 Lotacs.
Below that.
Just looking at some lights. So for any of you watching at home, you will recognise some of Detonator. Because you might not
definitely.
recognise the team name, but players like Ben Hur, Sam H,
Sam H on the offlane.
Fly Solo.
RR.
Fly Solo, RR, Bimbo. So a lot of
Bimbo,
lads
like
from the,
Yeah, it's a
Philippine
full
team.
Filipino squad, and a lot of them you've seen in Mineski editions in the past, I believe.
Yeah, I think a fair few of them have been through Minaski.
Yeah.
And obviously Lotac, the side with the bigger names that you probably say, you'll recognise a lot of those. Raven, Fake Chuan, Ohio, AU, and Yamate.
Yes, and on the camera it is Wepas, fresh out of China and fully recovered.
actually have never met.
You had
Wepas.
never
You
met
never
him?
met
Oh, I
Wepas?
don't know Wepas.
You've never met the man behind the camera. Some people say he's not actually a
Is he here
physical
with us?
being.
Is he here with
He
us? I
lives
didn't
on
see
an
him.
ethereal plane and simply, worships us with the time of his day to come down to our mortal land to provide us with this observing.
All right, Owen. It just went on for like a second too long. All right, so what do we got? I'm going to place these back, by the way.
What is Yoshimoto? Isn't that like a fighter in Soul Calibur? I think. I don't know, but it's RR's rocking the tag. Oh no, it's their sponsor, Yoshimoto.
Isn't
Maybe it's
that a tech company?
I think it's a car brand in the Super Mario universe.
It does sound like a car brand as well.
Yoshimoto. Okay, no, it's actually a Japanese entertainment company.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because that
It's
sounds a
their
little dodgy.
sponsor. It's their sponsor.
Huh.
They're single-handedly responsible for the development of Manzai. I don't know what Manzai is.
Do you want to know what Manzai is?
And it wasn't Banzai like a TV show. It's like Manzai like
We gotta keep this
extremely
PG-13.
masculine version. Manzai. Oh, it's a type
PG-13.
of stand-up comedy.
No.
All right, so they're sponsored by a Japanese comedian. Let's see how it goes for them. Detonator. Well, according to their name in game as well, YM Detonator. I don't know what the YM stands for.
Look at that.
Oh, no, it stands for Yoshimoto. We solved it. I've solved the puzzle. Anyway, so let's see what lanes we got. Is this what we're expecting? Not really. So CK's on the top lane with the Grimstroke. Going up against the Troll.
Yeah.
Do you like this? If you detonate, putting the CK up here rather than putting him in the safe lane?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You don't want to. It's not about CK being safe lane. It's about the fact that you don't want that Furion to go up against the Troll and Lich. Like, he's not going to do a whole lot. You put armor on Troll and he just kills your trees.
Oh, tag team. Ohio is in a lot of trouble here, but
under attack.
I mean,
Tanky
getting
boy,
there.
though.
dude, that spell got nerfed. I mean, it got nerfed, but it's still good, right? Because it was just what, like the duration or something.
The slow is lower.
No,
right?
but it's I don't know. It's fundamentally, the skill is just still so good at
It's still good, definitely, but it's not nearly as broken as
No.
it was, because that slow would render you useless. You can't fight the Tusk and you can't run away from him.
No.
Now at least you have an option to run. You don't have to fight that, so...
tribute to Z Freak in Scam's lane.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, back to his old cold days.
What's surprising me though is that OD so far is doing fairly well. He's keeping
Yep.
it up.
Ooh, the slow coming out as well.
Let's have
And
the
now the
start.
shield. The nerf of the shield.
No, it's going to need another buff.
Yeah, a nerf.
The first blood for Raven in this top lane, despite, as you said, them trying to make that lane a bit better for him down there, taking the Nature's Prophet away from it. Still suffering casualties against the Troll Lich dual lane.
I just don't know if this CK is the pick even now after all the buffs, honestly. Like, this hero always pops up every now and then, right? And then just gets dumpstered in a few games and people say, like, it's not worth it.
It's because there's a lot of things about it that sound really great, right? You know, you got a built-in lifesteal that's also a crit.
Yeah.
You have this ultimate that allows you to do ridiculous amounts of physical damage, and you're a strength hero. You got a lot of beef. You know, you're a pretty beefy boy.
Like, I remember a patch in which CK and Ray, alright? What?
He's trapped.
Io?
Yeah.
Shards, they're on point. He's trying to man up, but he's dead. He can't fight against the Treants.
He could have ran there.
He could have run. He tried to man up way too.
He went hands off the keyboard. He thought he was playing the Troll. He thought he was Raven. He was living in a different timeline. But he's dead for it. It's 1 for 1 now. Let's see, so smoke's being picked up from Tusk.
I mean, this OD is doing very well so far.
Well, you said this shouldn't happen.
This, I honestly, every time I watch this matchup or play it, Puck has an advantage. Like, you outrange him, he can't astral you, outdamage him. I don't get it. So far, OD is doing really well.
What's he got here? Just a 1-0, but as you say, he's keeping the lead against Trans Puck. And Tron himself has got 2 0s out to try and help him keep that CS close.
And another mantle. Has 2 health and the mantle.
So get that little bit of stats. All adds up to the fair one.
I don't know, like, he's trading from low ground and without the orb there, takes lots of damage. Overall, that's the only lane that is very unexpected for me so far.
Everything else is we expect the Troll lane to go fine. And I mean, as you see, well, the 3 cores of Lotac on average do have that slightly better CS apart from in that middle lane. There we go, ready to give a bit of the punches with the old tag team.
Yeah, Z-Freak has no mana to defend himself either.
Z-Freak?
Z-Freak?
Yeah, oh, you got the name, Scam, I believe it's Scam. Jeez.
Scamberlu.
Scamberlu. Well, he names himself Scam.
He has 2 levels in Fate Vault and that's it. Good stuff.
He doesn't have a lift
Oh yeah,
at
he's
all.
not skilled anything.
Good stuff. I mean...
Why is he saving the point?
So,
for an emergency extra debuff of the Fade Bolt? Or?
No, I guess for emergency lift.
But surely he's always going to need lift, or is there some points where you don't want to get lift?
No, you like, right now you can take the aura on Rubik in many cases because it just means so much early on. Usually you see it on mid Rubiks though. If I'm playing like position 4 or 5 Rubik, I'm definitely taking that lift. But as you can see, he has no mana with 1 spell. Like, what's he gonna do with 2? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not going to be getting kills anywhere.
All 4 runes go the way of Lotac, by the way.
That's a big one. Top lane, they're trying for the Troll, but Raven's got the backup of the Lich. Frost Shield's down. Looking towards Yoshimoto's, he's forced back.
maybe they can turn.
See? You're calling him Yoshimoto.
Oh, I said Yoshimoto. I mean, Yoshimoto sounds better.
It does sound pretty cool.
Sam
not gonna lie.
H, you know, it's a classic name, but
Yoshimoto.
the Yoshimoto.
Sam H sounds like he did something wrong.
Why? How?
Because normally when someone, for example, in the Netherlands, when someone
Sam H.
Oh, when
Come
they lift
here,
someone in the
mister.
when someone is arrested, you're not allowed to give his last name. They only give first name
Yeah,
and a
they
letter.
do, don't they?
They
Yeah.
only give initials in Bosnia, actually, not
Okay.
even
Not even the
first
full
name.
first name.
But
give it
first
the
name and one letter of the last name, Sam H. Until he's convicted, and then the whole name gets out in the open. But until, you know, innocent until proven guilty and all that.
Charged.
They got him,
Yeah.
but they haven't got him.
Quelling blade there.
The up top again. I mean, it's the power of the Lich here. They're just you can't attack this Trop.
I mean, that's ridiculous because this is a
Ooh, a
There
grip
we go.
stroke.
Outplay there by Raven. As the Lich finally does die.
Support for support.
Sam H gets in, gets the kill.
What are we thinking about the Grimstroke nerf, by the way? His Inkswell got nerfed a bit. And there's less damage on the silence, but I don't think that matters that much because you're using it for the silence anyway, not necessarily for the
I didn't
damage.
even know it had damage.
Yeah.
It did, like,
It had a little bit of red damage.
Like,
Yeah.
It
we
could
go.
finish you off every now and then.
Oh, hey, wait,
there you go.
did Skem tango that?
I believe Rubik.
Look at, let's check, can we check the, oh, we gotta watch this top though, because Raven might actually die. Oh, all the jukes through the trees, very nice. Hey, he's out.
There's a Sprout come if needed. Oh,
I mean, I
no,
think
never
he's
mind.
fine now, he's got the worlds, as he can just
The
get
missed
the
chance.
He's in.
Oh, good.
Quick tango the Sprout! Oh, he's not gonna tango, he's dead. Fade bolt to the face.
Yeah.
Will not
Sven is
save
here
him.
too.
Oh, nighttime vision saving him there.
Dreamstroke, however, he might be in problems. This Sven is. Oh, that range. Come on. Nah, that was not there.
He's gone.
But CK is out fine though. I don't think it's too bad for Detonator. They didn't lose the CK. Nature's Prophet came in, got himself some experience and a kill,
Yeah,
assist.
and with Prophet,
Anyway.
you can always rotate and go back with the port, so it's
Yeah.
fine. They didn't lose a lot. Like, Prophet is so good because you're committing a core to a gank, but you're not truly committing him, as he can just port out and go back to his lane and continue farming. That's good. Or to the jungle, like he's doing right now. But it's weird though. CK plus Grimstroke, they should be an insane combination of heroes, right? You have the Inkswell, you
Yeah,
have the
lots of
stun,
catch.
you have something to bring them closer with the reality rift.
I mean that's a theory that Detonator picked him for, I would imagine.
Yeah, but they didn't expect a Lich.
Yeah, the Lich just puts the whole stop in it. It
Yeah.
makes it so hard to
Lich
make
just
play.
stops anything.
Yeah. Like, doesn't matter how strong the combo is, you're not going to get the quick pick-offs in the early stages. They're going to bring in the Nature's Prophet for this one, but Ahayo's already running himself away, turns around with the stun. And
Lich went bottom, so he wasn't even there.
they're looking to make a play down here,
Oh, yeah.
potentially. The snowball is going to put him in a bit of an awkward position, fly solo as he gets rooted by the troll. And now, even RR could be in trouble as well, as Raven is ready and looking to dive. He has the ult, and will pop it as he keeps himself locked down onto the Grimstroke. RR cannot hide as Raven gets the double kill.
Dire's top tower is
Lotac
under attack.
getting the better trades in
Dire's structures
kills, but
are
top lane,
fortified.
Detonator are looking to take this tier 1 tower, using the ult as well, Sam H, to keep the speed up,
Gets
the push.
3 illusions and goes into that tower instantly. This is gonna fall really fast, and you're not really trading with that troll. You can't.
No?
So you're losing this tower without any contest, basically. Now they're coming, but they're a little bit too late.
No.
Just a bit. The tower's dead already. It's not the most important tower, though. These tier 1s
Radiant's
are meant to
bottom
fall.
tower
Like
is under
eventually.
Yeah, you don't want to hold
Yeah.
that part of the map.
But they rotated 2 core there.
Radiant's
2 cores there.
structures are
That doesn't
fortified.
seem very useful unless they get a kill out of it, which I don't think they would.
You mean the puck and the Sven?
The puck and the Sven.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Dire's middle tower is
Especially
under
with puck,
attack.
like in this stage of the game, you want to be getting kills. You want to be rotating across the map. Especially if you've lost versus an OD, which isn't something that I expected.
Yeah.
I guess
Well-
they're gonna go bottom.
Yeah, they rotated the puck back mid as well. So far, though, I mean, Detonator is doing quite fine with the Nature's Prophet and the OD
Radiant's middle tower
on top of
is
the
under
net
attack.
worth, sitting quite comfortably.
Yeah. Oh, it's the CK that's suffering a bit.
Oh, he got the room, Raven. He may pay with his life. The stun comes in, they'll burst him down, he's gone.
the
But the
snowball.
snowball, they're looking to chase for more than 3 of them. There is backup here from Lotac as the puck jumps forward. Dream Coil onto 2. Skem gets trapped in the Sprout, though, as both teams lose 2. Oh, still alive as Chuan. Should be more than fine to get away. Maybe even thinking about turning around and going for a bit of a fight, but you'll see this CK and he'll lope straight out of there.
Yeah, the problem is you lost your troll, and when you look at this Lotac draft, if this one does not go for some damage build, if you only have the troll, basically that's gonna be dishing out that physical damage, right? And every time he dies, you put him one step backwards. He's going for that Battle Fury, and I understand it completely. He's gonna have to carry this game hard.
Yeah, and the Battle Fury is gonna be nice against the Prophet and the CK.
Yeah, like you're gonna be able to deal with the Sprouts as well, and it's gonna boost your farm, which is the most important part, I think.
Does he have to go BKB straight after Battle Fury though? Because I feel like that OD is otherwise going to get out of control.
Yeah, that BKB is definitely necessary in this game. They do have some stuff versus the BKB as well, but like if you don't buy it, the OD is just gonna go ham on it.
Yeah.
Look at that CK. What are you doing down there in the forest, Yoshimoto San H?
He's waiting for he's going for it.
Try and start something here. A tower will fall. There's a TP coming through. He gets himself in and on top of the troll, but Raven's able to move away. Does have the backup of the Lich and has the ult as Detonator trying to take a very awkward fight there, and they'll pay for it. They lose both heroes, the OD and Nature's Prophet as well, trying to come in from the side, but this is not a fight that they want to keep going as Detonator trying their best to escape. Scam manages to find the connection there with the Stroke of Fate, drags him back with the Telekinesis, and Chuan in on top of him as the puck. Do they have the damage though? The Frost Shield slow kicks in, and again with another burst of the Stroke, the pull with the Fear, they've got it.
It's the Stroke, range, and basically no cast time on Rubik. You can't miss it.
No.
When you're using it on a green stroke, then perhaps you can miss it, someone can dodge it or something. But on Rubik, that spell is just so good, and the OD falls.
I mean, that just seemed like it was a bad fight for Detonator to try and
CK,
take.
what are you doing?
CK.
Sam H.
He got a little salty. That whirling axes, by the way, from Raven were very clutch.
Yeah, they're trying to lead in on this one. I mean, Detonator seem desperate to fight, but every fight that they're trying to take at the moment just seems like a mistake.
I mean, you know what? Like, I'd say that you have to wait for illusions of CK to fight. That's quite a long cooldown.
And we
saw the fight illusions. They did absolutely nothing. So
Yeah, they got to calm down a bit.
yeah, they definitely do. They have a Midas on OD, so don't fight.
Do they?
It's a farm.
Like, do you feel like they're right with trying to fight it? Obviously, with the Midas, not really. But is there a time limit on their lineup, on their
They got
plan?
CK and OD.
I don't think so. Like, they have CK and OD, as we said. It's on Lotac to provide pressure right now with that puck, to rotate across the map, to actually create space for this troll to catch back up, to use that Battle Fury to farm. But I don't know why Detonator is forcing stuff so much, because they really do not have to. They didn't have to.
Yeah, I think Lotac's going to be over the moon that they're sort of getting these fights handed to them like that.
I think they overestimated themselves a little bit. That's it. They overestimated themselves because of how the laning stage went. They thought, all right, we got this, guys. Look, I ate some trees.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is, don't cut trees.
No?
They do. Like, what was the point of cutting all those trees there? Seriously. Like, you can use your ulti and still bring all your illusions with reality.
Yeah, you don't need to clear the way.
Come on.
So we are going to have the build. So the Prophet is going to go straight for the Orchid.
Look at this. They're just... I don't know. They're just forcing stuff all the time. I mean, if they get a good kill on Troll...
I mean, because I guess they've obviously got a Tusk and a Grimstroke. Like these are supports that can be very aggressive and get these kills. But as we've seen, last time they just don't work. Yeah.
OD's far.
As long as the OD isn't making these smoke movements with them, then it feels a little better. Because sure, these three, if they find a hero on their own, they'll be able to kill.
Like this Troll, perhaps. But they have to kill him before he pops.
And they didn't get him in the shards.
And there's Rubik nearby as well. So
with the Prophet, though, they should have a good chance. Frost Shield's there, though. Raven's able to pop the ult. They're going to turn. Trading away, they'll jump forward with Dream Coil, locking down the Nature's Prophet. And again, you've got to stop, Detonator. You can't. You got to stop doing this to yourself.
No, it's possible, but they have to kill him before he pops his ulti, because the illusions of CK do not exist in these fights. Like, they appear and they disappear the same second, and that's your, like, what's the cooldown, like 140, 120, what is it, 25?
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. 145, actually, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the longest cooldowns in the game.
And for something that just disappears, like, you need power treads on that CK, you need some more bracers. You only have 2 bracers. Listen, in Dota, there are 2 ways. You can either play well and be good, be skilled, or you can buy bracers. right? And tank yourself up.
I mean,
so you don't die.
is that still the case with the change to?
To change the bracers?
No, to the the whole you don't get the bonus if
scanning.
it's your primary stat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dire structures
Perhaps
are
it's not any
fortified.
longer. So
Yeah.
if you're bayed, you're just bayed now.
I mean, they've got a.
What are they doing with these trees? Come on, leave the forest alone.
Why is he down it?
I don't know.
What's Zara doing? He don't want to be there.
Remember that patch?
There's nothing else going on out there.
Remember that patch when you'd eat a tree and a banana would pop or something like that?
Oh, yeah, that's what
Maybe
yeah.
they're thinking there's something new in this patch. They heard.
That's what maybe they're playing, like in Dota 1, where you had like these map puzzles that you had to try and solve.
Maybe if you
That's
eat.
what Detonator are doing. They're trying to unlock gambling.
Maybe if you eat a certain tree, you get invited to TI, man.
Maybe.
If you find a certain item,
They're
you find ice
they're
frog.
literally playing another game. They're on another level. I know they've got to recover the CK somehow. I mean, he's just out of the game. He's just not a threat. He's a stun and a slow at the moment.
And he bought an urn, by the way, so he's not gonna scale. Like this does not allow him to farm at all. So yeah, I was talking about how Lotac is basically
Radiant's bottom tower
one
is
core
under
team
attack.
with that troll, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, on the side of Detonator, that CK is not gonna do anything in this game, sadly.
No, he's.
So-
I mean, he might cancel a TP.
Yeah, that's about it. Those
that's
illusions
kind of
just
it.
disappear. I don't know. Maybe later on when he gets
Dire's
like a
middle tower is
satanic
under
or
attack.
heart or something. But
Yeah.
so far, it's not looking
Radiant's
great.
bottom tower is under
Lotac
attack.
proceeds to take more towers. Tier 2 down the bottom's going to go. Raven, as you say, is going to be working on that BKB now.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So I like this. They are going for the Roshan, but it's going to be spotted out, so it's not going to be successful.
Is that an ultimate use? Yeah, it is. Oh, they have to do something now. They don't, because that ulti is useless anyway. So,
He like dies to one stroke of fate from the Rubik.
yeah, exactly. Actually,
it.
that stroke
Gone.
of fate is so good this game. Like we were talking about how strong Rubik is when
Yeah.
he steals that spell, but in this game versus the trees versus CK's illusions, like they're just gonna evaporate. I actually like Grimstroke versus PL as well. Like he's so
Yeah,
strong.
because you see, wipes
Yeah.
the illusions.
It wipes the illusions.
And if it doesn't, you know which
Yeah.
one the real PL is every time.
It damages him.
Grim's super good against PL, yeah.
Ooh, smoke up. Can they find something? I don't think so, right?
There's Grim on top.
I mean, yeah. I guess if they kill Grimstroke, can they finish up Roshan?
I guess they ward that cliff there and they go for the tier 1 because Troll
they're
is
gonna get
pushing
scanned
close.
out.
They got
Yeah.
scanned out.
Yeah, so at least Detonator will know that this is coming in.
Yeah, but what do you do?
no, he's found again.
That's so
The thing is, the thing that gave it away to them, why they scanned, is because Troll was pushing top and no one was showing. So they knew that the smoke was happening. And where would you smoke if someone is pushing the lane where there's an objective? They're going to smoke around to ward that lane to go and take that objective. So
Yeah.
that was obvious. That's why Grimstroke was hiding as well. He knew what was happening. He knew he was going to die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's just trying to waste time, but
Yeah, but didn't really waste a lot.
no. I mean, it's handy that they have the puck to find those 3 kills.
Oh, fine here, the Tusk. As Tron is pretty low. I say that, he's gone in.
Oh, Orchid is
And he's going to get zapped straight away by Scam with a Fade Ball on the high ground.
He got lured in. False sense of security there.
And they are now going to go for Roshan. Lotac into the bit. And with Raven and Ohio, the two beefy boys, they should have no trouble getting this, as there's very little Detonator can do to stop this.
Yeah, there's no medallion or anything like that. There's Grimstroke to scout it, so... I don't know, what does OD have?
He's been totally out of the game so far.
He has the force building towards that BKB, so nothing really that's gonna allow...
He's not using his Midas. That's the real warrior here.
Oh no.
The real question is, should he have gone Midas? Because
I think he kind of has to, but with the team around him, it's...
oh,
I mean,
maybe this fight.
No, the Chain Frost is just doing too much. He clears the illusions. We're going to see OD turn up, drop the Sanity's Eclipse, as they have been able to kill a couple, but now he's totally on his own. Everybody else is dead. He's going to try for the TP out, and he will make it away. But again, another trade favouring
he got
Lotac.
away, but he didn't use Midas. Like, he's still
Did he
not
still not use the
He still did
Midas?
not
Dude,
use Midas.
that's been like that for at least 30 seconds.
Maybe he forgot he
No,
bought
it's
it.
been longer.
Is it actually
man.
really?
Because, yeah, he forgot, like, it's passive Midas, you know, you get some attack speed, it's good.
Yeah.
And you have a shiny glove.
Here we go. He's going to go.
There we go, yeah.
There we go.
Come on, use it. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is
I mean,
under
he's
attack.
So he's third highest on the net worth, but
No, like, if...
Double damage rune.
If they were playing a bit better early on, then I would argue against the Midas. Oh, this puck.
Hey, that's actually fine, yeah.
And an easy pick off, actually.
That's an
Very well
Orchid kill.
You know what?
Raging Potato.
Maybe this Furion is going to be able to...
Maybe he can
shot
carry the game.
Yeah, like he's going into that Maelstrom later on. Mjolnir might help. Oh,
no. He's good. He's got the shard block off from his bro.
Yeah, that's definitely good that OD isn't dying. As long as he's not dying, they still have some chances, I think, to win this game. But there's a BKB on this troll. And
I mean, they can't kill this troll now.
yeah, are they gonna let them farm? That's the question now, because it's on Lotac now to make these plays to go ham. They have Aegis, they have BKB. There's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't go. You don't have to wait for this halberd on CK, just go before it's...
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They have lads as well in the blink on the side of Lotac. They have a lot of utility to boost that troll's damage output. And the Sven is building into a BKB too, so...
Do you think, are we still going to see sort of Vlads being picked up most games despite the nerf? Is it still that good to have the lifesteal aura for your teammates?
For a while, I guess so.
Yeah.
I think like not having Headrest on Vlad is huge. Basically what they did is they removed Headrest and added a 500 gold recipe, so they removed something from the item and made it just as expensive.
Yeah.
Ooh, so which talent did Troll go for actually? Still not Whirling Axes, I think. Yeah, the Fever stack.
Another case of. I mean, maybe could you make the argument for the evasion over the damage, or do you feel you don't really need it because you have the whirling axes and damage is
I think
better?
If there was one game you would go for the axes, it's this one with all the creeps and the CK illusions and stuff.
But so far they've been dealing so well with it. You have the Lich Ult, you have Battle Fury, you have Puck, you have Rubik, you have Sven. So much AoE damage actually. They don't really worry about that. So it's alright to just go for the stacks. Overall though, Lotac is looking much better right now.
Yeah,
and,
they're looking to make this game pretty easy.
It's on them to win it or just throw it, I guess. As Detonator, they have to wait for Lotac's mistakes, and that's it. Like that puck pick off, it shouldn't happen. But
they gotta find more of those.
And now he has Yules though. I don't think you're gonna find that again. That's the thing. Yeah.
Not in the puck anyway.
No, yeah, the Orchid usefulness is certainly falling off now. Yeah, it's not going to help you kill the puck, it's not going to help you kill the troll with his BKB.
Yeah, it was so good. Like, you get that Orchid on Furion, it's a good item choice. But when it comes a bit later, it suddenly does not feel as good, right?
No.
Then suddenly you wish you went for Ultimate Orb, got a Hex or something.
Yeah.
I do like those stacks. Makes Troll look like an actual beast. He has the time to attack the same target, which is basically only towers and Roche, but...
He's gonna chew through anyone else before he gets those stacks.
Exactly. Especially with his team always close by to back him up.
I just want, like, look at the OD though. Like, his build is not really conventional for the last patch. I guess maybe he realized something has changed, so he went for this build. But usually you'd see a few Nultalis, maybe a Kaya, right? Yashakaya or something like that. With the Midas, it's fine, but he also didn't go for Tranquils that I see very often. So he won the lane though versus a Puck. So
he played the lane well. Yeah, he did. I think it's just a case that the rest of his teams had a really tough time.
They've had a horrible. I think they overestimated CK. I think that's the biggest issue for them.
Or underestimated Lich.
And the fact that they have this Tuscan Grimstroke that just wasn't able to get anything done. Like, you pick these heroes to make plays happen in the early game, and they just were unable to do so because of the lineup that Lotac had.
They waited out the Aegis well. This is strategically very well played from them. They're instantly smoking now as the Aegis is gone, and they're looking to find someone like this Puck perhaps, but is it an easy...
that's a very they're going to be able to drop the silence on him. They've got a stun as well, dragged back by the CK, and the Puck's dead.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, I mean...
Would have been hard for him to play himself out there.
Perhaps he was hoping that his team would be there fast enough, but...
I mean, it would be hard, but at the same time, I'd argue that you really... he could still wait with that Jules a bit.
Oh, hello. He doesn't have a way to save himself.
Well, TP's coming in. It's Raven. He's going to try and get himself stuck in, pops the BKB. He's ready to go with the ult. Bam Bam. Oh no, starting up with the ult. He's just moving in and punching them with the further stacks.
Yeah, so some BKBs have been used. The oldie one and the troll one. Oh? No.
Gets out of there, Bennett.
That was close.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that's a worthy trade for Detonator. That was
Yeah,
a good
'cause you get the
smoke.
puck. You get this puck out of the game.
I think even if it was an even trade at the moment, I think they should be happy with that.
You still have that Midas. Your OD is farming. He didn't use that Midas, by the way. He just used it. He wasn't in that whole fight from puck to troll. He didn't use it.
Aye. I don't know, do you want to really stop the chase to... Wait a second, guys!
Yeah,
Gotta use the Midas!
That's something I would do. Just sidestep for a bit towards that hard camp and then get to the fight a second too late.
But what if they need his Astral to hold
that
someone,
would be,
you know?
that's so me. It would be 100% the case. I get there, someone is dead, and I'm there with Astral, and I Astral the guy that killed him. Sorry, man. I used Midas though. It's worth.
Don't worry, guys.
See Prophet now with his own BKB, so he can be a bit more of a frontline puncher.
Yeah, and he has that Maelstrom too.
Yeah, he hits
tanky,
pretty hard.
Actually,
Yeah.
he hits hard and he's tanky enough
I mean,
for a Prophet.
It's Raging Potato's got to carry the game here for Detonator. He's the man to watch. He's the man that can win the game for them here. It's going to be very hard, but he's got the tools to do so.
And if everything else fails, okay, back with the silence to the river.
But also very little hope of an escape here for the Tusk, as Fly Solo will get nuked down by Lotac.
Is Puck the new player on this team, by the way? Because it looks like the nerves are getting to him, right? His silences are off, like then he yules too early or something like that. Dies a bit too often.
Tron's been on the team for a while.
Yeah.
Chuyan.
Chian.
I would say Chian.
But overall, he's doing fine. He's like 14,000 net worth.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah,
Has everything he needs. I really like the travels. Like people usually go travels on Puck right now, but I love them, especially in this game versus the Furion too. You have to stop him from ratting because like if everything else fails for Detonator, they're just gonna resort to trying to split push, which they haven't really done so well so far, as you have the tier 1 and the tier 2 on bottom still standing. For Dire. Oh, BKB.
Oh,
They found him.
He's got him. He knew that he went for the TP play. Quick Dream Coil to cancel it.
BKB ran out, and he
that is
dies.
the OD gone. They are going to look for the Prophet as well. As Raging Potato will put the BKB Sprout TP out. They've got nothing to cancel that, so they
The shards were good as well.
will be able to catch him out.
But now that BKB is down for Nature's Prophet, perhaps they can make something happen.
And for OD as well.
And for OD. Yeah. Even if he buys back, no BKB. They do have a basher on the troll, by the way, so they can get lucky and also...
He doesn't have a BKB though. I think this is maybe a little bit
troll,
greedy, too
another
eager
40
to go.
seconds.
Oh, they are going to try and fight this.
Oh.
I do get the stun onto the couple of them here. In fact, they're pulling incredibly low on Lotac. They've lost one, they've lost two. That's Raven dead. Ahaya's gone as well. And oh dear.
I was just saying that this is maybe a little bit too eager. You're going high ground without waiting for another pick-off after that OD, and the most important part is that you don't have the BKB up. And that's why they died. They didn't have a BKB on
Everybody got stunned by the Inkswell.
Yeah, like it's basically the Grimstroke is gonna destroy you on his own. So you shouldn't. That was strategically very badly played.
Yeah, they cost them. I mean, they had about a 12k lead now, knocked down to just an 8k.
Yeah.
You can do that a couple more times, and you're putting Detonator straight back in the game.
Definitely, everyone knows if you're pushing high ground at this point in the game versus a team that has so much magical damage, even if you kill that OD, it's not enough. You need to take that rush. You need to wait for the BKB, get the pick off somewhere close to their base, and then go for it. Not just YOLO it. They YOLO'd it basically.
Yeah. No, they've got to be much more careful. There's space now given up across the map, and allow Raging Potato Farmers. He's pretty much got the goal for the Mione, yeah.
Raging Potato? He has so much farm.
Like, this Prophet is a threat. Now when they go for these attempts on the high ground, they've got to be really prepared for this Prophet. Yeah, even turning up to the fight behind them, or simply just going for the split push. He's going to push hard and fast.
Able to keep up and actually just surpass the troll. Oh, hello.
And that should be the Tusk gone, unless he can make some sweet moves here with the snowball, but he's gone. No way out of it for Fly Solo.
Yeah, there's a halberd now as well in CK, so you're going to be able to use that on either the Troll or the Sven. I think you save it for Troll, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, ideally sort of make him useless during his ult.
Right, so the OD is going for that Kaya too. He has a pike finished. There are some items, honestly, the Detonator, they're hitting these items that are going to allow them to fight. So far, I didn't feel like they could even take a proper fight. And, oh, this is a very curious place to smoke in, but all right. They're going to fight Grim.
Yeah, the question is, do they want to try and fight back Detonator? Detonator do have 4, but the Dream Cold comes down to them on the back of it all. They find the Prophet, and they are going to be able to find the Chaos Knight as well, as that's a long time for the Prophet to be dead for a full minute.
brought back.
And the CK's gone for 50. That's Lotac. Yeah, an easy position to take the Roshan.
Honestly, in this situation right now, if you have, like you do have creeps pushing in this situation right now, you could have went for tier 3, but strategically it's always better to go for Rosh first, because there's nothing stopping you from pushing with the Aegis afterwards, right? So
yeah, you've still got the time.
And I guess with Grimstroke buying back, he's going to be able to spam those waves out very easily.
Exactly.
Oh, cheese! How about a cheese? Nobody looking for some
they
cheese?
didn't forget the cheese.
Maybe
there's so many teams do
that.
that.
Like cheese.
I mean, is this a common thing in pubs as well? Do you find?
No,
cheese.
not
No
as
one
often.
forgets the cheese. Everyone's fighting over it.
In
Lactose
pubs, cheese is
intolerant.
like
But in
everyone
pro
wants it.
games, I've lost count of the times I've seen it. Teams just forget about the cheese.
Every single pub, my lich wants the cheese for some reason.
The lid.
Lich, man.
A troll is actually a great hero to have the cheese on, by the way. Because you can just press your ultimate and you won't die then, and you get plenty of time to actually use your cheese during your ult.
Use your cheese.
Eat the cheese. Sorry, eating the cheese.
It's true, in Dota it's use the cheese. That should be said, but...
I mean, if they lose a fight, like this is what you always look for, is if a team forgets the cheese, you're just waiting for them to have this team fight where they're just going to lose, and you're going to be like, should have got the cheese.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Lotac do feel the
I don't know, so far,
lack of dairy products in their lineup.
Besides that one push on the high ground on top lane, they've been really fast.
Yeah, they've been tight with the players and crushing it. I mean, there's a full Abyssal now on Raven, so they've got that heavy lockdown. Gets himself on top of someone. It's going to be a guaranteed kill, pretty much.
It's hard to deal with this troll at the moment. And he isn't that beefy though. He has that ultimate, right, and the BKB to work with, but all his items are more or less damage based.
Yeah, yeah, nothing providing him any sort of real HP or armor.
So maybe you can blow him up. And that OD is still... I mean, he did get nerfed, but it isn't the greatest nerf ever.
No, it really wasn't.
So...
I mean, you nerfed his ult that's on a 5-minute cooldown ever or whatever it is,
I do like where Raging Potato is farming. He's just, the rest of his team is not able to leave the base.
I
and
mean,
he's just, I'll be in
crushed
their
now. His
jungle.
Prophet's playing exactly how he needs.
Yeah.
He's... Oh.
There's still a BKB available there, of course.
That's a lot of int given away.
Starting up the stacks here. They do get the telekinesis onto the Tusk. Fly Solo buys himself some time with the snowball across. Damage is going to lead in, trying to start the fight with the Rift. The Dream Core's down for 2 of them. There's going to be a buyback from Fly Solo. Ben quick with the defensive Astral, trying to save his teammate. But Raven's in with the BKB. He's been able to beat down the Grimstroke. Grimstroke does not have buyback. The punch is up. They continue to rack up the int here on the OD Ben-Hur, as they'll finish off the Troll the once.
So much int.
They're going to get a high as well. They'll drop the standing in the clip onto Raven. Raven gets dragged back. He's in trouble, surrounded, sprouted up as well, as the ult will wear off and he'll fall as Raven's gone for 90. The Rubik will barely get himself away, if at all, as they'll try and chase, but he is out of there. No, Raging Potato's in. Drops the Sprout, won't grab him, but it doesn't matter. The Rubik is surrounded, trapped, a third dead on Lotac, as another push, this time with the Aegis, without the cheese though. They do lose the push.
If he had the cheese,
If he had the cheese on that troll, if Raven had the cheese there, he may have lived long enough to kill a couple more. But again, that's the push stop. They didn't even get the Rex. They tried to take the fight behind it. The Rex still stand for Detonator.
We just praise them how tight they are about the way they play, but
And then they go high ground.
then they go high ground and just everyone is sitting their own targets.
I mean,
no one gives a damn about that
No.
OD. And honestly, like, you have to deal with him.
Yeah.
You
He
have
just got
to
so much in. Look at that, 68 he was sitting on.
I think you have to deal with him first, somehow, just control him, put that Sven on him, buff,
I mean, he's so
everything.
beefy now. He's got the 20 strength. He's pretty much got the full Shiva's guard. He's going to have loads of armor.
Ooh, but Grimstroke has, of course, got a GPM talent.
And he is
What the
getting
heck?
that hex, yeah.
And he's getting the hex.
I think Lotac lost.
A prize.
I mean, it's...
I mean,
If
honestly,
they had that lead and they try to push twice and they messed up as bad as that, it's going to be very hard. Look at this profit. Raging Potato, we said he's going to carry his 22k net worth.
I wouldn't be, like, when they get a hex there as well, Droll or Sven is going to be out of the equation.
Well,
instantly.
they've got they've got two, but it's going to be like a triple hex, right? Because with the Soulbind,
Yeah.
Grimstroke's going to get two. The Prophet can hex someone out. Then you're
And,
going to be taking these team fights.
There's a
5
hex
versus
being
2.
built on OD as well, so 4 hexes.
He's going Shiva's guard.
Is he?
isn't
Okay.
that Shivas? Or
Oh, yeah,
he's got
he
Shivas,
just
he's got
finished Shiva's. My bad.
I mean, you might get a hex out.
Let's go for
Why
hex
not?
next.
I mean, I'm still
4
not giving up on Lotac.
I mean,
honestly.
I am. I'm
I'm
like,
not.
all right, these guys,
Yeah.
they're messed up.
They messed up, but
Detonator
they
crushed
still
them.
they still crush when they play properly.
Okay.
And maybe
So you feel
it's,
like it's a couple mistakes, but still at this point, like those mistakes, it doesn't
can.
matter. They
no,
can still...
how I feel is that those mistakes made them become the underdogs right
Okay.
now in this game. So now they have to play properly. They
Yeah.
can't mess up any longer. They have to do everything right in order to win this one.
And for some people, that is all the motivation you need to indeed do shape up and
Yeah,
do
there
that properly.
are
yeah.
some teams that just do not play well versus like the underdogs.
Yeah.
If they feel that they're superior in a game, they just start doing mistakes.
Yeah.
They just go YOLO on the high ground, and that's what separates some tier 2 from tier 1 teams. Even like you can't. Like, you know what happens in open qualifiers very often? You play versus some team that you don't consider as good as you.
Yeah,
and
and
you do a silly mistake, you lose an open qualifier. And then you do that again in like a month, you lose another open qualifier, you disband because you're mad at each other that you're doing stupid stuff, So
It sounds like you got some experience.
I've got it. Trust me, I've been there.
Well, Lotac do have to start working together a little bit more, and probably we're going to see that happen around the next Roshan. Maybe this time
Is the cheese still...
they'll see
did
the cheese.
anyone-
Yeah, the cheese is still there, and then
there.
they'll
Someone's
have
gonna
2
have a
cheeses.
double cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone's going
And
to
the
find that.
refresher.
Someone's going to check the pit sometime.
Who would you give the?
Oh, no, someone did get the
someone
cheese
did get
now.
the cheese.
Who took it? Who stole it?
Oh,
Detonator got
I
it.
mean, it's the best.
Oh, no,
Lucky
he's got
bum.
the cheese.
Ben Hur.
Oh, man.
This isn't looking great for Lotac
Oh,
anymore.
no,
you know
not.
what I was saying?
Yeah.
They
Side
ha-
device is done on the Grim as well.
Yeah.
I was saying they have to do everything right from now on, but now that I see the cheese on OD,
I mean, he just got a
you gave it away. You
You
gave the
gave that
cheese
away.
away. You gave
Yeah.
it away. Like,
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
This is a professional game.
Well, the last
are you
couple of
doing?
times when we saw Lotac get kills, it was mostly because the positioning of Detonator was off. Perhaps if they can pick off Grimstroke before the fight starts,
Like
then
they did?
that's 2 hexes down,
2 hexes down. He doesn't have a. I'm not certain if he has the buyback up again. I'm certain Tusk does not. So the 2 supports, if they manage to kill him.
Oh, Grim might, though, soon with the GPM in it. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, yeah, 10 seconds until he's got it back, and he's, 400 gold short. So, like, he'll have it shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna make sure that they get the Aegis right now because they know that is what Lotac needs before gaining some more confidence to get that momentum going once again.
Well, they will scan in their jungle Lotac, so they know that Detonator have got this movement coming up.
Oh, hello. That's
I was going to try and go in with the ult, but he's going to get sprouted. Has he got any way to get himself out? It looks like the telekinesis does sort of help break the trees down and get him out of there, as they will be able to take down the Ruby. That's going to be Lotac losing 1. Raven's in. They'll be able to find the Grimstroke in return. 1-for-1 at the moment. Ben-Hur's starting to get the int racked up, as now Lotac, they're backing away. The BKBs have worn off. They don't want to stick around for the fight. There'll be a snowball inbound toward Jamate, but it can't quite close the gap. Stun from Io comes out again. They don't want to really go back in on this though, Lotac. They're poking at this, but without their BKBs, they know that they can't fight with the knowledge that the OD's there in the corner.
Yeah, no BKBs, no way of controlling the OD, which is even a bigger
I
problem.
think they
just can't
still
go
have
in
the
against
Abyssal Blade left on the troll, right?
But he just can't get close enough.
No.
By the time he gets up
Maybe
there,
with
he's
a
going to be dumb as a bag of rocks because he's lost all his in.
Maybe a blink on Troll wouldn't be that horrible this game. Get that blink, get some way of...
You've got to get on top of this OD.
Yeah, you have to.
At least they got the Grimstroke. I think if that Grimstroke didn't die, that would have been a lot worse.
I mean,
Because
this is still pretty bad for Lotac, because I mean, this was a team that was 12k ahead. They had all the tools to close the game up and play it fast, but that they made a couple of bad decisions. They forgot to cheese. It's ended up in the OD's hand, and they've just made the game a whole lot harder for them now. I mean, they're still at a 9k lead, but
Rush is up as well, and if Detonator wants it, they can just go in. Like, they take it really fast at the moment. And you're going for AC on this Sven. I mean, it's all right. It's all the proper items, but maybe even a Hex on Sven wouldn't be that bad. Just some more control on the side of Lotac is necessary, really.
they're going to start scaling up the Dagons on the puck with that 420 GPM. The Ashikai are going to be next up for the OD.
Dagon. All right. Sure, why not? Some more burst damage, I suppose. You can blow up the Grim.
They're beefy target. I mean, you're getting a Dagon against, what, a CK, against an OD with a 20 strength talent.
I guess you can use it on Grim and on Furion.
Yeah, I mean, as you see, you know, if you take the Grim out of the fight, that's a lot of hexes you don't have to worry about. But against the cores...
Wait, what's Lich building?
Crimson, I believe.
Yeah.
Lich was building Crimson.
He is going to be very
This gold talent on CK is big too, so he has reached level 20, he has 150 gold talent, he's going to scale
very well
from now on. Yeah, so...
In a game where it looked like the CK was never going to be able to become a force, but now he's going to be able to because they've been able to keep the game going there.
There's Bloodthorn flying into Furion.
Yeah.
Overall, it's going to be a really rough game for Lotac from now on. They have to play it perfectly well. Every smoke that they do, it has to be on point. They have to get these pick-offs somehow. Like 5-on-5 engagement, it can go their way, but Puck has to initiate so well. And I don't know, Detonator, I think they have to all go into troll mode, just lift their hands up from the keyboard to lose it.
Well, Roche is up, so that will be...
And Detonator isn't close.
No.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, they're all back in the base at the moment.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, because they can contest it, right? They're in a position to do so.
They definitely should be the ones taking Roche, not the ones... Like,
this is Cheese and Refresher Orb, and this time surely...
No, this is what I feel like. Even though Detonator right now is in a better position, they're still not abusing that fact, and they're still not playing to their maximum capabilities, right?
They're still scared.
They're still scared, and I think that's because Lotac is maybe a little bit better.
Yeah.
We could see it in their movements.
And they respect.
Yeah. Like these skirmishes, high ground pushes, it can go wrong. You mess up. You mess up a team fight. But the way Lotac moves, it just looks better. It looks more, I don't know,
Well, we know that the only reason Lotac is in this position to begin with is because they YOLO'd high ground twice.
They threw hard. They threw hard. But they're still playing versus OD. You still have to go to that high ground somehow.
Okay, but your BKBs are, duration's getting low.
The GPM talents on CK are going to make him really strong. You're playing versus Furion. Like, the only way I see them winning this game is they need to get some pickoffs, even with this Aegis and Cheese and Refresher. They need to... Battle Fury, Butterfly, double damage rune might help, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if Raven can get in and on top of the cores, and this Troll's going to hurt. But, as we've seen the last few times, Detonator's been pretty good with their positioning and making sure that the OD can sit back and have
especially when no one was attacking him.
Yeah.
Especially when no one cared. Like last time they pushed high ground, it was only the Puck that controlled him for like a second.
Yeah.
And then started doing his own thing.
It really just felt almost sort of impossible to get on top of that OD now. Like Ben-Hur can just sit right back. He's got these beefy frontliners. I mean, now the CK 3500.
Oh, they actually activated the DD.
Invasion. All right, he's ready to go. He's doing it so he can make sure he can get these items switched in before the fights, but the stun comes out already. The int it's starting to rack up. There's a telekinesis to hold back the OD for a little bit of time, but the Hex is still down, and that's going to be the Aegis gone on Raven. He's dead for once. As Ohio pops the BKB, tries to go in, but the defensive Astral will keep the Grimstroke safe as Lotac have to back away once again.
They used the Aegis.
Yeah.
What did they get in return for that?
Nothing. I don't get it again. They're trying to push high ground without getting a proper pick-off.
Because this is a team with they're back with a 12k lead, but every single time they try and push, it doesn't feel like this. I mean, is this
How many
down-
times? How many times?
Yeah, I mean, what is there a hero on Lotac's side where that net worth is just sort of dead, or is it just the fact that the heroes at this point in Detonator's lineup are that much better in comparison? Like, why does it not feel that Lotac have the lead that the numbers say they have?
If they can,
It's just hard to push high ground.
they have a gem. They have a gem. If they
Yeah.
can, oh my god.
Yeah, I
So
think
close.
this is basically what they should be doing. They should find this Furion.
Yeah.
You have travels on Puck as well. It shouldn't be that hard to find him.
Oh,
Can they find him?
Oh, they can.
Oh, they
Lich went away. Maybe if he was following Troll, then he could gaze him in.
Yeah.
But he just moved it. But still, you have the Puck, you have travels, catch that Furion, then perhaps force his buyback, then push. There,
Oh.
like this is it. Well, sorta.
Oh,
well, they're trying to burst
Oh.
the OD.
they got him.
Was he on his...
No.
No, he did have sort of teammates around, but they bailed.
Basically, what happened here is they thought that Puck is going to hunt for Furion, I suppose, so they went on that side to help out the Furion, so they kill Puck, and perhaps they take a fight afterwards. But instead, they executed poorly. And for me right now, it feels like Detonator, they're just good at defending high ground, but that's
Yeah,
it.
just stay in the
Just
base.
stay in the base, guys. Let this
Wait
Furion-
until Lotac gives you the game.
Exactly.
Don't
Wait
try and make any plays.
Make them give up. That's what it is. Defend for an hour, for at least an hour more.
Make them GG out.
Yeah.
There's another double damage rune as well, but they're just gonna try to force that buyback. And maybe they should try to go for the melee racks instead. You know, instead of trying to chip away
Oh,
the one that regens. Oh,
they're trying for those racks again, but the soul balance down. There's going to be the BKB pop by a high. They get the burst down straight away with the snowball. It's going to buy a little bit of time here with the save. As can they get him out? They cannot. That's going to be Raging Potato dead for 100 seconds on the Prophet. Sam H is trapped in as well. The Lich Ult bouncing around will bring him out. The CK buys back straight away. Fortifications out. This time though, Lotac looking to be on the verge of being able to break these racks on the top lane, and they will though. Get the melee racks this time round. As they pull off the successful push.
there's a gem on the floor.
They're still jumping in, trying to have a bit of a fight here as they will get themselves in again on top of the Tusk. They'll get the snowball off. Can Detonator punish this though? That's the question. As Lotac, they are really going in for these kills. The shards aren't going to catch anybody, and now Lotac realizes they will back off. They'll be more than happy with that. They forced out a couple of buybacks,
Yeah.
and they did get the racks. And now Lotac, they'll jump up in lead by quite a bit.
I think if you're Radiant here, your OD needs to buy back instantly, and then you do what you did best for the last half of an hour. As 5, you defend that high ground.
And just punish the dive.
And you punish the dive, exactly. The OD saves his buyback, and because of that, 3 of his teammates have used it, I believe. You lost the side. I mean, losing the side when you have a Furion isn't really, you have Nature's Prophet, it's like whatever, you lost the side, you still have 2 remaining. It's not horrible, but honestly, it was unnecessary. This
Either
OD
you
should have
give
bought
up the
back.
side and nobody fights, or you buy back and everybody fights. It seems a bit of a mix.
You just needed that OD to buy back instantly, and you'd fight the same way you fought before.
Oh, that's the Tusk gone. He's tried to push this lane now, or maybe with the help of the 2 of these, he can turn it around. I don't know, that BKB's popped by Sam H. He's going to try and back off. Glimmer Capes onto him as well. Will allow him to get back with the high ground, but the burst is there from
That's a dieback.
2 of them. That is a long and dead Tusk.
Did he take the telekinesis talent? Is it? Wait, no, not yet.
That's Lotac ready to go in again. This time they know it's only 4 versus 5.
Double damage rune too.
Again, yeah. You don't have that task to save. You don't have that task to use his ice shards, to block someone out, to control.
Oh,
They got
the
it.
OD. He's gone. He's dead.
He does have buyback still because he saved that one.
But I mean, is he going to use it?
That's the
Apparently-
question.
There
Yeah,
you
he
go.
does. He does.
They will.
Fine.
They'll use it. They know that they've got to do something here. They're losing a second set of racks. They're moving with the soul by BKB's pop. Ben here starting to get that in racked up. Drops the sanity's eclipse down. Brings them low, but the cheese is there from Raven. Back up to full. Dream God down onto the 2 of them. Glimmer Capes onto Ben as he's trying to get himself back towards the base. Stun from the Sven comes out. Hayo himself falling pretty low here to the right clicks off the Raging Potato Prophet. If now Lotac, they have to back up and get out of there. There's going to be a buyback from the Rubik. The Hex is out and down onto Raven, but Raven turns. He's found the Grimstroke on the front lines. The Grimstroke will be saved for now by the Astral imprisonment. Raging Potato and Ben-Hur trying their best to kill off Raven, and they will. That will be the troll dead for 100 seconds, but they have found 3 kills themselves, Lotac. As Detonator, they lose the Grimstroke, and CK on top of losing the Tusk at the beginning of that push.
Is SCA the new CIS? Is that what it is?
It's
Like,
getting pretty crazy with
this
these dives and
yeah,
balls.
this is just YOLO. This is full divide, 24/7.
I mean, Raven is dead for 80 seconds, but it is unlikely that Detonator are going to be able to force that buyback out or anything.
I mean, nothing would surprise me any longer, honestly. Like, he has a hex here.
Oh.
He's got his BKB. He can probably kill both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they got the
Puck's
Glenn
here.
Oh.
All 3 of them,
Oh.
perhaps?
Yeah. Oh, maybe with
No,
the gaze
no,
there,
okay.
that's
Yeah,
enough
they've
though.
got a-
Should be.
Surely.
Will it?
Should.
Will it be?
Raging Potato.
Raging Potato! Let's go!
That puck is like, see ya.
Get out of there! What
are you doing?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
And they get the gem as well.
What the hell is this?
Don't mess with the potato,
What
man.
the hell?
Don't
I mean,
mess
we
with
see
the
his
potato.
carrot.
That lich was like,
How is that happening? This is a professional game.
I'm just saying, like, nothing would surprise me in this game, and that this happens.
I mean, I just playing the patch notes. So it's a new patch. That's what we're playing.
Yeah.
There. I mean, that's got nothing to do with the patch. thing,
Yeah.
But if you're Lotac, you say, yeah, it's the patch notes. That's
it's a
right.
whole
It's
new
the
game.
patch. It's the
Yeah.
patch. What happened, guys?
It must be the patch.
Yeah, we didn't know BKB worked like that. What's...
What the hell are they
It
doing?
would be complete if Sven now runs in and dies.
No, but what the hell? I mean, now that...
No,
yeah.
Sven is Ohio. He's the calm one. He's just
He should
chilling.
be.
Yeah.
He is face palming right now on his own high ground. Like, what
Please.
the hell are
And
you
he's
doing?
always
What are
such a
they
calm
doing?
guy. Or he seems always such a calm guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I mean, yeah, he's got 7.5k gold. I mean, I said this guy, yeah, Raging Potato for me, he has been out of this game.
Yeah.
Easily the player that's just playing. He's playing some proper Dota too. You know, this guy,
Oh.
he's on it.
Oh.
I think, you know, if you're watching this game as anyone else in SEA, you're probably making sure this guy doesn't get profit again. Like, he seems like a bit of a god on this hero.
Yeah, he's been playing so well in this game. Definitely.
Does Lotac buy another gem? Did they have the opportunity to? I think it was in the hands of Rubik, so we'll see.
Yamate's
Oh no,
got it.
Yamate's got it. Yeah, well, he bought a new one then.
There's a new one. Okay.
Yeah, because Rubik had it before. Actually, Yamate had one before, and it dropped in the great slaughter around the bottom room.
That smoke, bro.
Nice,
They saw
Al.
us.
Yeah.
They should know where
They're
they
still trying to find something from the high ground here.
are. Oh, they could go.
Ooh, Roshi's gonna be up
Oh,
again
look
very
at
soon.
that.
Yeah, he's
Hello.
in. He's in.
Bring it.
BKB's popped. The Dream Core's down to the 3 of them. Benno will put the BKB himself as well.
Oh,
They're
shard.
sort of surrounded here in a very awkward position, Detonator. Can they come out on top? The Grimstroke still alive for now. Telekinesis onto the OD Ravens, getting the hits off. The Snowball's going to be in there to bite some time for Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur drops the talent,
Yeah,
clip.
they turn.
He's still alive. He gets the Astral off. Can the rest of his team help him out, bail him out? Now, Raging Potato, he's got a double damage rune. Get the hell away from this Prophet. He's going to hurt.
Oh.
It doesn't matter, I feel, if everyone else dies. Watch the Prophet. He's just going to carry the team. There's going to be
Kill 'em all,
buybacks coming
Potato.
out.
They're bashing him.
Oh,
He's back.
kill
He's
the
invisible.
Potato. They got him.
They got him.
They got him.
And they get the
All
whole
right.
team.
GG.
Nature's Prophet has to buy back, and that is.
GG. Prophet
that's
died.
GG.
No, he has
No,
buyback.
Prophet has
Yeah, he's
buyback.
gonna 1v4 them. It's
He is
He's
a
gonna
one-man army.
might.
easy.
He
Easy
could.
for Prophet. Like,
If anyone could
Here
do
we
it,
go.
it's the Prophet.
Raging Potato needs to 1v4 here.
Oh, he's creep skipping.
Huh?
Do they have creep?
That's smart. They do have one way.
They have also bottom wave pushing in and top wave
Yeah.
pushing in, so
A nice try, Prophet.
No, not that.
Try. Didn't work.
every little bit helps.
And
He's
he's
farming
doing it versus-
ages.
He's jungling.
Yeah, he's like,
Potato, let's go. He's got to go
Oh.
1v4.
what's he trying to
There
do?
we go.
Let's go.
The 1v4.
Let's go, Potato.
The 1v4.
What's he gonna do?
Raging Potato, the last hope here for Detonator.
Oh, they find
They
him.
go.
Oh, they had it.
GG.
GG. They did it, Lotac. They finally did it.
They finally
did get
did
the
it.
win here, but certainly not
What a
without its
game.
ups and downs.
What a start to the day, man. This was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a warm up.
I mean, it's not always the most skilled games, you know, and the most proper played games that are the,
That's what makes it fun.
yeah,
huh?
this makes it fun, like these throws and Raging Potato 1v3ing them.
You want to hear the good news?
Yeah.
We're gonna see them play again.
Well,
Yeah.
of 3, right?
It's a best of 3.
Best of
Nice.
3. So
So
I feel like, I mean, what do we? if you're those two teams going into the next game, do you think we're going to see any sort of changes in draft? Like, I feel like the Prophet's going to be banned, right?
Yeah, you ban the Prophet.
You ban the Prophet.
Or you don't fight him 1 versus 3.
Or both.
Just get all 5 when you're fighting the Prophet. That's it. Don't fight him.
Ooh, we also get a point.
We do?
Oh,
Yeah.
We all get the
around.
point.
we all get a
All
point.
about-
Everybody's a winner here.
We did get
Do
a
I
little
have the
worried.
honor?
You have the honors of assigning us all a point, please.
All right, here you go. Sheev,
Yay! Yeah,
that's good enough.
I like it.
Odie, there you go.
Beautiful.
You know, there's going to be a lot of games. There has
Yeah.
to be a lot of points on there.
I'll put some small ones after.
Okay, okay.
But because I'm gonna be winning a lot, I'm gonna put the word.
All right. Well, we are gonna. What is that? You leave like 4 rows of space for your
Yeah, because
predictions, and we can
I'm
have
telling
2
you.
rows. All right, very ambitious. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be right back for game number 2 of the series. We're in the qualifiers, Southeast Asian qualifiers of the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 11, and that means that the winner of this series has another chance to get into the upper bracket of the playoff bracket of this qualifier. We'll see you soon.